Production.
What is poppin'? We're back, coming in hot with an Ncbtrades crypto ETF breakdown. Alright, so if you're new to watching all these, I started making these back at the beginning of the bear market. So it's been a while. I haven't made one in a little bit, but I think these are huge. I think these are going to perform so well in the next few years. But here's a little, it's not my ETF obviously, but I'm just joking around, but it's a bunch of random crypto stocks that I've been keeping track of. So I made a list, and I think this year I'm going to start keeping track of how they perform month after month. So stay tuned for that. I'm kind of excited about it. If you guys have been watching my Wndr and Glxy videos, those are like the two I start off with pretty much every week. I really like these two. So if you want to watch the breakdown on Wndr and Glxy, get into the individual videos on my channel. You'll see them. They tend to get more views than a lot of the other ones. But we're going to start off with Hive Technologies. So we have this major trend line. It's been holding us back very long time, and of course a lot of these charts look similar, right? Like this looks very much so like Glxy does, and I think that getting a break of this major trend line will indicate that like there's a significant trend change. So it's something to pay attention to. Right here we have a bull flag, so it kind of looks just like Defi did back in August, but a lot of the charts look like this, but we're expecting to get this move to the upside and get a back test of this zone here. So there's going to be a resistance level. We need to break that and then to continue that uptrend. So this is what we're looking for, right? This resistance level here, we need to break above it and then retest it and then fly. So that's what we're looking for. And let's check the EMAs here. I think that's important to look at, the 21 and the 50. Right here, we're about to get a bullish cross. Now, for those who don't know, when a bearish cross happens like this, we tend to go downward. A bullish cross happens, and this happens. It tends to be a nice little uptrend. I do think this is the beginning rumblings of a bull market in the crypto space. It's going to take a long time, but I definitely think these are worth paying attention to. DeFi, I'm starting to lose hope with DeFi. I think this one's going to be an underperformer out of this bunch. But just to give you guys some idea here, right? We get the breakout, we pull back creating the bull flag, and we get that rip. This was August 2021. We look at this here on Hive, and we get the big breakout, pull back. We want to see if there's a rip to continue. So there is some similarities, and that's why I love technical analysis, to give us that ability to reference other charts, to look at all this stuff, and to make comparisons. It's not always going to look the exact same, but by being able to identify these patterns, it could really help us indicate and point out other opportunities in the market. And I think that's important. HUT, this one, look at this, beautiful. We got a major resistance up here. HUT 8 is a big mining company. I don't think they're really going to go away, so that's one we want to pay attention to big time. But whoopsie. I like this big push to the upside. We pull back. Look at all this volume coming in at the lows here. That's important to pay attention to. Lots of volume coming in. People are trying to get in. Investors, institutions, other hedge funds, I imagine. So we're trying to get in at a low price here, right? There's a bigger trend going on here. Like if we're going to end up in this range, these prices are dirt cheap. Mara, so I see a major trend line holding us back. These all look so similar if you're looking at them, right? So I'm not going to make this too long of a video, but essentially similar thing. Again, I've been pointing this out: euphoria, fear. Pay attention to not just the price when you're looking at technical analysis. you're trying to pay attention to the emotions as well, right? That's what charts are really good at identifying. It's not just the price. So Coinbase is probably going to be a super slept on stock in my opinion. They're probably the most popular exchange that people are going to use in the States. And I'm not too sure how global they are, but think about it. They IPO'd at 413. Um, sure, some people are holding bags up here, but I do believe that in the next few bull runs, in the next 5, 10, 15 years in the crypto space, Coinbase is going to be a massive exchange. So I really, if you're thinking long term about any of these names, you're laughing. That's what I'm trying to get the gist of. So we got this here. This is a tokens.com. Now, I don't really know too much about this, but the price action is undeniable. We're creating a slick bull flag right here. So I'm expecting some continuation to go on, especially since we're seeing BTC right now get that nice pump. But we got this bull flag. We're expecting to see the continuation. I'd be looking at 50 cents range, 45 to 50 cent range, to take some profits at, and then see if there's some sideways choppy action to create a higher low or to create a sideways base. Bitfarms, another massive miner. Look at the volume coming in here. Bull flag pattern. Man, these, you can't deny this, right? Like all these are going to get some sort of reaction because of what's happening in the crypto space. And again, we've been downtrending for over a year now. It's about time where this cycle of the market turns up a little bit, right? It might go sideways after and plateau for a little while, but essentially we're getting at bottom prices here. It's very much so worth paying attention to. SI, now this one has a lot to deal with FTX, and I'd be very careful. But with high risk comes high reward, so I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to pay attention to it for sure. But this one, again, a little bit of red flags coming up. CleanSpark, this one just signed like a $500 million deal. Apparently, they're creating a massive, or sorry, it might not be $500 million. Someone correct me, but they're getting a massive solar farm or a renewable energy farm for mining. So I think that they plan on re-upping their mining infrastructure here with this company, and I think that's interesting. I do think there's a lot of miners out there, but again, the competition for miners, as long as that's stays competitive, it'll help BTC price go up. So don't sleep on CleanSpark. But this one here, Immutable Holdings. I'm getting some crazy vibes from this. Super quiet, super low volume. Look at this volume stick, right? So somebody bought a shitload at around 21 to 27 cents. I do think that this will end up ripping in price. We got this resistance right here. We've created a nice little base sideways, and you could see we've been curling a little bit on this, right? It's like a nice little cup pattern here. It might not be the cleanest, but we're looking at something like this. And I think that this will end up being some sort of a launch pad. Like, this price looks like it's ready to absolutely rip up to this range. So I think there's potentially a doubler in here. I'd be paying close attention to this. Immutable Holdings, don't sleep on it. It was once at like $4, right? So that's pretty shocking. We're seeing it at 30 cents. It's given me a little bit of Wndr vibes here. But yeah, that's the breakdown here that we got down for the Ncbtrades crypto ETF. Peace.